Sunlight streams into Eleanor's bedroom, illuminating the dust motes and unspoken memories. Margaret gently sorts through her late mother's belongings, her movements filled with tender care. Her gaze settles upon an ornate jewelry box on the nightstand, a silent beacon of remembrance. She approaches the nightstand, the jewelry box, a focal point of untold stories and cherished secrets. Margaret lifts the ornate jewelry box, its weight a tangible reminder of Eleanor's life. In the quiet intimacy of a personal sanctuary, Margaret delicately lifts the velvet lining of the antique jewelry box, revealing hidden secrets beneath. A relic from the past emerges from its hidden sanctuary, a yellowed birth certificate, promising untold stories and long-forgotten truths. The aged paper trembles slightly in Margaret's hand, each crease and stain whispering echoes of bygone days and concealed histories. In this solitary moment, Margaret clutches the yellowed document, the weight of its secrets pressing heavily on her heart. The camera zeroes in on a birth certificate, its stark details soon to be revealed. The narration begins. The certificate reads, Sarah Eleanor Chen, born on October 15th, 1995. The voice continues, the same date as Emma's birth. The birth certificate looms large, the revelation hanging heavy in the air. Margaret sits alone at her kitchen table, her brow furrowed with concern. She holds Sarah's birth certificate in one hand, a stark document revealing a hidden truth. In her other hand, she clutches Emma's birth certificate, mirroring the first in every detail. She compares the two documents, the dates aligning with unsettling precision. The times match, the locations identical, a perfect, disturbing symmetry. Only the names differ. A single, stark divergence in a sea of sameness. Margaret sits in the hospital records department, sunlight illuminating the room. Her brow furrows as she listens intently to the clerk on the other end. She nods slowly, absorbing the information about Eleanor's records. A voice from the telephone line crackles, revealing a secret. Yes, the records confirm Eleanor gave birth to twins, the voice continues. However, there's an unusual note here. Baby B was transferred to private care shortly after birth. In the warm glow of the apartment, Margaret presents Emma with two birth certificates, the weight of untold secrets hanging in the air. Emma receives the documents, her brow furrowing as she begins to decipher the hidden truths within. Confusion deepens as Emma scans the certificates, her mind racing to reconcile the impossible. The room falls silent as Emma's eyes widen, a dawning horror creeping across her face. Reality shatters as the shocking truth hits Emma, the revelation echoing through the stillness of the room. Emma is shocked to learn she has a twin sister. Inside Emma's apartment, tension fills the air as Emma's finger stabs at Sarah's birth certificate, a name highlighted with stark emphasis. Emma's voice pierces the silence with a startling revelation. Dr. Patricia Reeves, who delivered me, is also listed here on Sarah's birth certificate. The realization hangs heavy, suggesting a connection far deeper than imagined. Emma's finger traces the name again, a silent question forming in her eyes. Her mind races, piecing together fragments of a hidden truth. The apartment fades into a backdrop as the weight of the discovery settles upon her. Margaret stands alone in the sterile room, the weight of unspoken words pressing down. The air crackles with tension, each neatly stacked paper a testament to the gravity of the moment. Margaret learns that Dr. Patricia Reeves died in a car accident shortly after the twins' birth. The news hits her like a physical blow, the past tragedy resurfacing with brutal clarity. A wave of sorrow washes over her as the weight of the revelation settles in. The sterile room becomes a stark reminder of loss, each surface reflecting the cold reality of the past. In Eleanor's dimly lit basement, Margaret begins her search, the air thick with the scent of aged paper and forgotten secrets. Dust motes dance in the faint light as Margaret's fingers trace the spines of aged folders, each touch a whisper of untold stories. Amidst the clutter, a manila envelope emerges from the shadows, its cryptic inscription hinting at hidden truths. The envelope labeled Private E.C. promises a glimpse into a past Eleanor had tried to bury. Margaret's hands tremble as she sorts through the envelope's hidden contents. Innocence radiates from the baby photos of Emma, her cherubic face frozen in time. Margaret's fingers halt as she unearths more photos. A second little girl, an uncanny mirror of Emma, smiles mockingly from the glossy paper. Margaret's brow furrows, confusion twisting her features. Doubt clouds her eyes as she stares at the unsettling image. Eleanor's letter, its paper softened by time, reveals secrets in carefully chosen words. Sarah was given to the Morrison family in Portland. Each sentence echoes with the weight of untold stories. Our family could only handle one special needs child. The stark admission hangs in the air. A chapter of Eleanor's life is revealed. Dust motes dance in the dim light of Eleanor's basement, a silent testament to secrets buried. Margaret sits amidst forgotten relics, her brow furrowed as she delves into the past through old letters. The weight of unspoken words lingers in the air as Margaret absorbs each carefully crafted sentence. A revelation dawns as Margaret voices Sarah's hidden desire. Sarah has been writing to Eleanor for 10 years and wants to meet Emma. The basement air grows thick with anticipation. The meeting hangs heavy with unspoken expectations. In the dim light of her living room, Margaret sits alone on the worn sofa, enveloped by shadows. Her hand trembles as she begins to dial the number from Eleanor's letter, each digit a step into the unknown. The silence amplifies each button press, heightening the tension in the room. Her face is etched with a mix of anticipation and apprehension as she completes dialing. The echo of the last number fades, leaving her suspended in a moment of profound uncertainty. Inside the quiet of her home, Mrs. Morrison reaches for the phone, a subtle blend of curiosity and unease shadowing her face. Her voice wavers slightly as she confirms, "Yes, that's correct." A pause, then a hesitant acknowledgement. "We adopted Sarah back in 1995. Her eyes narrow slightly, a flicker of concern dancing within them. Margaret and Emma step into the vibrant coffee shop, the rich scent of roasted beans swirling around them. Their eyes sweep across the crowded space, searching for a familiar face. The bustling coffee shop buzzes with activity, a symphony of chatter and clinking cups filling the air. Amidst the lively chaos, they continue their quest, determined to find Sarah in the crowded coffee shop. Margaret pauses, her latte halfway to her lips, an unsettling stillness washing over her as she scans the crowded coffee shop. Her gaze locks onto a solitary figure in the corner, a woman whose very presence seems to echo a ghost from Margaret's past. Every detail of the woman's face, her posture, the delicate way she cradles her coffee mirrors Emma with eerie precision. Margaret's breath hitches as the uncanny resemblance stabs at her heart. In the bustling coffee shop, Sarah rises, a comforting smile lighting her face. Her presence fills the space, radiating a tender empathy that envelops Margaret and Emma. With a voice as soothing as the cafe's gentle hum, Sarah begins, her words a balm to troubled hearts. "Hi, I'm Sarah," she offers, her tone a gentle reassurance in their moment of turmoil. "I know this is a lot to take in for both of you, Margaret and Emma," Sarah acknowledges, her eyes reflecting deep empathy. In the warmth of the coffee shop, Sarah sits absorbed, gently stirring her coffee. Sunlight dances, illuminating the air as Sarah speaks of a distant connection. "I've been writing to Eleanor for years." The sunlight catches the dust motes as Sarah reflects on memories shared through images. "She sent me pictures of Emma. So many pictures," Sarah says, her voice filled with a longing only photos can satisfy. The gentle stirring of coffee fades as Sarah's thoughts linger on faces and moments captured in time. The coffee shop buzzes with quiet energy, filled with the rich scent of roasted coffee. Sarah's eyes shine with anticipation. Across from her, Eleanor sits with a half-empty coffee cup. Her face is a canvas of surprise and contained emotion. Sarah's voice bubbles with excitement. "I'm getting married next spring." Eleanor absorbs the news, her surprise deepening. I was planning to tell them about her after the wedding. The weight of unspoken words hangs heavy between them, amidst the cafe's cheerful hum. Bathed in the soft glow of a sun-drenched afternoon, Eleanor settles into her favorite armchair. A letter trembles in her hands, the neatly written lines hinting at distant memories. Her eyes scan Sarah's words, each syllable echoing through the silent room. A sad smile graces her lips, a bittersweet reflection of happier times now past. The familiar objects around her whisper stories of laughter and love, each a poignant reminder of what once was. In the quiet stillness, Eleanor is surrounded by echoes of the past, each moment a fragile memory. Years ago, in a sun-drenched park, Eleanor lurks behind an ancient oak, her figure shrouded in shadow. Unseen, she watches Sarah, who, unaware, plays with carefree abandon. Eleanor's eyes betray her hidden sorrow, reflecting a painful blend of yearning and remorse. Each laugh from Sarah pierces Eleanor's heart, amplifying her silent regret. Sunlight floods the warm kitchen, illuminating the easy camaraderie between Emma and Sarah. Laughter dances in the air as they share a light-hearted moment, mugs raised in unspoken agreement. The comfortable rhythm of their conversation fills the sun-drenched room. Sarah's eyes sparkle with mirth, reflecting the closeness they now share. A tranquil scene of friendship blossoms in the heart of Margaret's kitchen. The kitchen, once a place of solitary moments, now echoes with shared joy and laughter. In the softly lit room, shadows play, casting a gentle glow on Margaret as she sits quietly. Emma stands silently by the window, her gaze lost in the darkness beyond the glass. A question hangs in the air as Emma breaks the silence. Do you think Grandma made the right choice? Margaret looks up, her expression thoughtful as she considers Emma's question. Shadows deepen as the weight of their shared concern fills the room. The darkness outside seems to echo the uncertainty in their hearts. Sunlight paints Margaret's living room as dust motes dance in the golden rays, hinting at memories stirred. Margaret sits in her armchair, a solitary figure amidst the quiet, her gaze drifting into the past. A half-finished cup of tea sits beside her, a silent witness to her contemplative solitude. The weight of understanding etches deeper lines on her face, a testament to years lived and lessons learned. Margaret reflects on Eleanor's difficult decision, her heart heavy with empathy and acceptance. She concludes that Eleanor made the only choice she felt she could make, a bittersweet understanding settling over her. Under the radiant sun, Emma and Sarah ready themselves for a day of dreams, love swirling around them. Amidst the joyous crowd, families and friends gather, their hearts brimming with anticipation for the double wedding. Margaret watches with a knowing smile, her eyes reflecting a deeper understanding of the journey that led to this union. The very air seems to hum with the electricity of love, binding two souls in a celebration of unity and hope. Eleanor's secret, once a shadow, now illuminates a path of love and acceptance, paving the way for her granddaughter's happiness.